Stitchers, I'm Laura. Welcome to my June WIP parade. Let's jump right in and show you what I have planned for the month. First up is Rise and Shine from La Di Da. Look at the condition of my chart, which is funny when you consider that this is my start. And what happened with this one is that the chart and fabric got separated from the flosses. So I've purchased the DMCs and I'm hoping that they match up. If they don't, I'll just rip out what I already had in and do it, because that's one I've really enjoyed. Then I have from Nikki's Creations, Alphabet Garden. I just think this one is so sweet. And I'm using a piece of 32 count Butter Crunch from Needle Bling Designs. This is one of my 22 for 22, so it got a half-hour start, and that is what's on it. Now this fabric, oh, you won't get this. This is almost like a bit of honey color. It is the prettiest fabric, and I think it'll look really good with this project. I have these first two have been in a couple of Love You More project bags, and as we go along you'll see some more things. So next is American House Sampler. This one's from Annie B's Folk Art. If you've been with us, you saw me start this during a stitch with us, and I actually got quite a bit of it done. I am using a piece of 28 count Spring Morning from Color and Cotton, which is really close to what she called for, and I have that much done. So pretty good. And I already am all the way over on the house, so I can just go up that side, get the alphabet in, and fill in. And this one I have in this really cute bag from Lake House Stitch Co. And it looks like this. And I already have everything in. I think the inside is the same owl fabric. It was just so cute. And then here is their little charm, a little lake house. So next is Knee High from Hands On Design. This is one that I wanted to start for such a long time and just didn't get my things together to do it. I have it in my skunks from Love You More. And I am stitching it on a piece of 32 count Demoiselle from Picture This Plus, which is a beautiful blue. This is another one of my 22 for 22. So this is my whole start. There's a lot to be done on this one. And then I have from Satsuma Street, Primavera. I love the colors in this one. And I don't have a really big start on it. It's just done on a piece of cream linen from my stash. And maybe I will even put this behind it. That is what he looks like. Such a pretty piece. And this one I put in because the colors match so nicely into one of my Tula Pink frog bags that we had for Love You More. Love this. So next up is one that was out of print, and I managed to get a copy, and it is June Morning by the Good Housewife. Mine is on a piece of 32 count fabric from Picture This Plus, and it doesn't have a name, so it leads me to believe that it's one that they made an orphan. And I have a start on it. You can see in these, I started putting the windows in, so that's there. And it's a dark fabric to work on. I think the last time I did it, I might have been working on, I might not have been working in a hoop yet. So that should be a little easier to make some progress. Oh, that was loud. On that one this month. Then I really like Shepherd's Bush. And I have a few of their kits. This one is Oh Beautiful. And I'll show you. This one is just gorgeous. Has all the words to Oh Beautiful. It will be such a gorgeous piece when I finished. And I actually started at the top on this, which if you know me, that's unusual. I am a bottom right starter, but I decided to go in order. Look how pretty that shows up. I'm using everything from the kit. I love this top border with all the tulips. So, so pretty. These last two have just been in some plain zipper bags. Then next up, I think in December, I was really wanting to work on this project. And my friend Chloe from Fortunate Flossies popped up and said, hey, we're doing a summer solstice sal, because she's in Australia. And I said, I'll do it. So I pulled out my summer ABCs from Little House Stitchworks. I'm showing you my projects in size order. So this is a large chart because of how long it is. It just by the stitch count qualifies. And I am all the way up. See, I started at the bottom. I am all the way up to letter I. And I really like stitching on this. So I'm hoping to pull this on a day where I can sit and stitch and stitch and stitch. And maybe I will see a finish. The A through H, let me turn it a little bit for you. The A through H is a lot of letters and not as many extra little pieces in between. I have this in a project bag by Judy, and I love this one. I love this one so much that I bought it in a big bag and in this smaller size bag that she does. And she just put this gorgeous sun fabric inside. Sun colored fabric. Okay, then we come to what I'm pretty sure is one of my first UFOs. This is Summer Zenyas by Pam Sweda. And it's gorgeous, but it's a full coverage piece. You're supposed to do the whole thing. I didn't think when I bought it. I bought this gorgeous piece of fabric, or I had it in my stash. It's from Silk Weaver. It's just a limited edition 36 count. And I started right down there in the corner. I was planning to take out the background, but I didn't, I have the paper copy, so I would have to figure it out. And some of the greens that are in the background are also in the flowers, so it's not like you can just eliminate by symbol. And I'm just not enjoying it. It's also housing a ton of my DMC floss. So I think it's just time to pass that one on, see if there's somebody who would like to adopt that pattern. I'm not giving you the fabric. I'll pick out what I have in there since it's so little, and I'll use it for something else. If you're somebody who would like that pattern, let me know. I will mail it to you. Next up, I have Zephyr from Keslin's. And this one is just really sweet. It's one that I've had for a long time, but I started it on 40 count Crystal Highland from Picture This Plus. It is a big piece. It's 144 by 150, and I said it's crystal, yes, and it's just been difficult for me to work on. However, I think using a hoop will make things better. And it's more green. Maybe the color comes in better back here. It's really pretty, and it's just using 2 shades of green floss. And this one I'm going to show you. When I first learned to make project bags, I used a tutorial and I picked up some cute fabric, and look, it matches that project bag that I showed you earlier from Lake House Stitch Co. So it's really cute, and I just put pink inside of mine. And then, one of the exciting things. Katie and I, as you know, went on a grand adventure last year along the East Coast to some different shops, and we got to visit Salty Yarns. She had in an exclusive kit that she had planned to use for one of her retreats, and then it got canceled due to COVID. So it is a fishtail, and it has, I'm not showing you the cover photo, it looks like this. And look at that cute ruler that it came with. But it has all of these pieces in it. So I am working on, it's this square, this block right now. But I mean, it has cute things to do, and a big sampler. I love it for the box top. It also came with the box, so we were really excited about that. I've started that block, like I said, and I have this much of it already stitched. So it's pretty good. Over here, this piece that you see, I believe, is a fishtail. And when you fold it around to make the block, it will be completed. And that one I have in this beautiful bag from the 805 Stitcher. And I love it. Look at that fabric. Okay, my stack is getting really high. A couple more. This next one. This is the Calico Sampler from Summer House Stitchworks. I think this is beautiful with all these borders and things. I'm not so much into those colors, so I had tried to do a color conversion. I'm not liking the colors that I chose. And the other thing is, it may actually go this way. I have this on lamb's wool, and this is the stiffest stuff. Can you hear that? So I'm going to unpick this and UFO this for a while until I can go back and decide what it is that I need to change about the project to make it something that I really want to stitch again, because I do love these. It's the whole alphabet, so it's a huge piece of fabric, and I just can't stitch that many stitches on something I really don't like. It's the fabric, not the pattern. Then, one that you guys should be familiar with, A Year at Hawk Run Hollow. And I have stitched January, February, March, April, May, and I am in the middle of June. So I am hoping to have a finish on the June block this month. This is what mine looks like. And it is on a 36 count Weeks Dye Works linen. I want to say that it's beige. But you can see I'm moving along on that June block. I converted skin colors in that one. And I just love this. My one piece of advice that I would give you is that this was charted in silks. And when I picked up the DMCs that they called for a conversion, I'll show you on this side. Their dress over here is very red and mine is orange. So after I stitched that, then I went back and added 3 reds that were in the same values as the oranges, and I have used them as a mixture. So like my lion is made up of reds and oranges, and so are my flowers in May. I liked the red and the orange there together, so I just played with that. But in case for you, in case you do the DMC also, make sure that you're aware that you're not going to have the reds that they show unless you pull them. If I figure it out, I could note these when I actually stitch on this. I won't have show notes today. I will give you show notes as I stitch on these. And actually, my floss is right here. So my reds that I am using instead are 814, 815, and 816. So there they are. And you can see this one, this 814 is really dark, almost blackish. But it makes beautiful colors to have in there with it. And this project is housed in a gorgeous bag from Judy. So Judy has a Facebook group called Judys Project Bags and More. Look at this one. I just felt like it fit A Year at Hawk Run Hollow. And the inside is this with a little bit of bling in there. It has some foiled elements. Nothing that will come off. And then I think this is my last one. So my biggest piece is Motif Musings by T.A. Smith Designs. Now this one, I'll get up here. This one is one that Nancy gave me, my sister, and she gave it to me because she won a contest to name this piece. So this is the name that Nancy came up with for this project. And I am using a piece of gray linen that I got at my L&S, and this 1140 from Threadworks, which has purples and blues and grays. It's a really beautiful piece of floss, and I have quite a bit done on it, but this is a long-term project. And again, I work right to left. Okay, I'm not even to the halfway point. This is my fabric folded in half. That's how big it is. And this is what I have done so far. I changed up the letters a little bit so that my JKLB would be together. And that's it. I love how this one is coming out. It's such a lovely piece to stitch on, and the floss, I've just really enjoyed being able to pull out one skein of floss and work from it. So that is it for my WIPs today. This last one is in another Project Bags by Judy, and it's purple, my favorite color, with that beautiful inside. Has some foiling on the outside here on the flowers, and she always chooses pretty buttons. So those are the projects for June. I'm really excited. So my plan was messed up for May a little bit because I was model stitching to finish the Frogwarts model for the Black Needle Society, but I have finished that. I finished it as of June 1st, and I am finishing up my May WIPs. I only have 2 to go. That's not too bad. And then I will be going to StitchCon this week, so look me up. I'll be there when this comes out. This video I'm filming on Sunday, June 5th, and this will come out on Sunday, June 12th. But I hope that we were able to connect during the weekend and get to meet up, and I'm really excited to go. But when I come back, it will be retreat season for the Black Needle Society, and I will be stitching from my WIPs that I've shown you for this month. So I'm hoping for lots of progress. That's all I have for you today. Bye.